welcome. I'm Tania Aurora Whitecrow, and I work as a shamanka, which is a Northern European term for a shamanic medicine woman. And so today I am here to share a shamanic journey, which is a form of guided meditation into the other realms, which, depending on your perspective, you may see as being symbolic. They can be also subjective, or the realm of the imagination. But many of us feel that these are realms that we live side by side with, and they're just helping us to enter into the spirit world. Okay, so for a shamanic journey, it's best to be lying down, or if you're sitting, reclined. So that way you can get into the part of your brain or the part of yourself that allows that expression to come through, allows that experience to come through, allow you to really access the creative part of yourself. All right, so taking some deep breaths, getting yourself comfortable. You may wish to have a blanket and a glass of water and a journal nearby for when we're finished. So if you haven't got those with you already, you may want to pause the video and go and get that. And the reason for the blanket is because our temperature can fluctuate a lot in these journeys. Okay. So just taking some deep breaths and coming back to your body. Just allowing yourself to relax, allowing anything that's coming between you and the present moment, acknowledge it and just let it float on by. And then return to your breath, allowing yourself to relax. Knowing that you are safe and held in this space. So first of all, I'm going to open up sacred space to really bring in that safety. Okay. So I'll do this in a simple way. It can be quite extended sometimes, it can take 20 minutes. So I do it in a short way for these meditations. So just coming back to your breath, closing your eyes and just allowing yourself to sink into the space as it opens. I welcome the spirits of the north and the power of air. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. I'm also welcoming the winds of the north and thanking them for their presence today. And I welcome the spirits of the east and the power of fire. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I welcome the spirits of the south and the power of water. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. And I welcome the spirits of the west and the power of earth. I welcome you and I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I welcome the spirits of above. I welcome Father Sky, Father Sun. I welcome the star nations and Grandmother Moon. I welcome you and thank you for coming. Thanking you for your protection and your guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I welcome the spirits of below. I welcome Mother Earth, all the creatures who are seen and unseen, all the plants, the trees, the elemental kingdoms. I welcome you and thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I welcome the spirits of the center, and I thank you for coming. I welcome our hearts that connect us to the one heart. Creator, I welcome you and thank you for coming. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for bringing peace, stability, and harmony. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Now's the time when we welcome our guides, our ancestors, or angels if you work with them. If it's not within your practice at the moment, just know that we all have guides who are allocated to us in the spirit world. So just sense their presence. Know that they're there to support you with unconditional love and their presence. And then that grove of trees is also coming in to hold the space that keeps it grounded and protected. Thank you. This space is now open to really sense into that feeling of security and protectiveness that's all around us. Taking some deep breaths and the knowing that we are loved. Allowing yourself to relax as you follow your breath. Breathing all the way down to your feet till you sense your whole body is breathing. And as you feel your body breathing, just become aware of Mother Earth, of her presence. Feel her heartbeat, feel your heartbeat. And then feel her breath rising up to meet you, to hold you, to sort of cradle you and cocoon you. And then just feeling that her breath and your breath come into synchronicity as one breath. And allowing yourself to be held by this breath in unison. And then bring your breath back to your heart. Eyes closed and turning inward. Connecting into your breath, into your heart. And as you do that, you find yourself underneath this great tree. You're looking up at this tree its great branches, this ancient tree. And just as you find yourself looking at this tree, however you may sense that, it may be through your feeling or your inner vision or knowing, connect in with how the ground beneath your feet feels. What can you smell? What can you hear? Can you hear any birds? Also, what time of day is it? Is it daytime? Is it nighttime? Dawn or dusk? Is the sun in the sky or the moon in the sky? Are there any other creatures around? Any other beings scurrying through the leaves nearby? So as you become really aware of this place, this tree, what sort of landscape is this tree within? Is it a lone tree in a field, on a hill, or is it in a clearing in the wood because it's so big, it's created all this space around it? And connect. Do you feel it's a male? Is it a he or a her or a female? Do you get a sense of that energy, or maybe a mixture of both? Sense into that energy of the tree as you start to connect to the tree. And feel the presence of this great ancient being. And as you're experiencing the tree is also experiencing you. Become aware that this is a two-way relationship, a two-way experience. So as you make that connection with the tree energetically, you may ask the tree if you can approach them, and they encourage you to come closer. You have permission. And as you do, and with their permission, put your hands on their trunk, really connecting to that flow of energy through them, and staring up through the branches, again aware of what time of day or night it is, what time of year is it. Do you know what type of tree? Is this a great oak or a willow, a beech, a yew, a sycamore? Maybe it's one of the great trees from another continent. mango, baobab. What can you smell as you're closer to the tree? It could be a redwood. What does the bark feel like beneath your fingers? As you become closer to the tree, becoming aware of that energetic connection and relationship, becoming more intimate. Really allow yourself to slow down and deeply connect. So the tree invites you then to sit down and put your spine up against their trunk so that you can really lean into that. In effect, connecting your trunk with their trunk, your spine with their spine. And as you do that, really feel into how that feels against your back, your neck, your head, as you lean your head against them. Able to relax and just let go. There's this trust that's developing between you and this tree. So as you become more familiar with this tree and the type of tree, the type of species of tree, you may wish to ask the tree, what qualities do they bring you? What qualities, what wisdom do they hold that they wish to share with you right now? What stories do they have or messages? So spend a bit of time just allowing the tree to communicate this to you. Allowing yourself to receive that message in whichever way you may receive that. You may hear it, you may just simply feel it. Maybe you're shown something visually. Just open yourself up to receiving that message, that communication, and trust that. And then as you're sitting there, you're hearing a rustle in the leaves above you or in the tree. Maybe it doesn't have leaves if it's winter time. So you're hearing this movement, sensing this movement above you. So look up. And what being do you see up there? Maybe a bird. Maybe it's a squirrel or some other creature that likes to climb the trees. Getting a sloth, a koala. It depends what continent you're on, right? And then, of course, because of where we are in these realms, anything is possible. So it doesn't have to make logical sense, okay? It may even be one of the Fae, or an ancestor. So allow whatever being that is showing themselves to you to come forward, to come down from the above, to come down from the branches. Invite them to come down. They may be a little shy at first. Invite them to come down and join you. Maybe put your hands in your pockets. You may find that you have something that they like. It's just right, just for them. Whether that's something to eat, or a crystal that gets their curiosity. You find you have something in your pocket that's the perfect gift for them. And then they come down and join you. And you connect with them. And there's this lightness that they bring, this joy after this depth of connection you've had with this tree, or you're still having with this tree. This is another energy that's coming in. What do they bring as you develop this relationship and this communication with them? Are they shy, curious? Are they really friendly? If it's a bird, it may hop around. If it's one of the elfin beings or one of the Fae, maybe they have something for you. Just enjoy this curiosity, this moment of curiosity. And allowing yourself to be aware of how that adds to the energy, adds to the experience, opens something up within you. And again, you may request it, but maybe they have a message for you. And what is their medicine? What quality do they bring? What is this energy that creates this shift, this beautiful addition to your experience? And how does that serve you now? Just allow yourself to feel that or receive it. Okay. Now, whoever it is with you, they have a gift for you. So cup your hands and allow yourself to receive this gift. It may be simple, like a berry or a glass bead. Whatever that is, become aware of the colour, the significance, and the preciousness of this being shared with you, the trust. Okay. What energy does that gift represent, other than the trust in it being given and you receiving? You may wish to just hold that in your hands. What quality does this gift bring? Once you become aware of the quality that this gift brings, you may wish to energetically place that within your heart. As you place that into your heart, just allow yourself to lean against the tree, thanking the being who's with you. Feeling the energy of the medicine that that being brings, the medicine of the tree, and then this gift. Really sense in your physical body, in your energetic body, in your energetic field, how all of these gifts, these medicines, these qualities all weave together. To create something else entirely. Okay? How do they all alchemize together? This blend of energies that may be seemingly different. So this is a felt experience. Maybe it's a visual experience, but it's just allow yourself to open up to these different energies and how they weave. How they weave and alchemize and together bring something that is greater energetically than each individual component, each individual gift, medicine or quality. Just feel that flow, and as you lean into the tree, really sense into the flow of the tree, and through connecting with the flow that flows through the tree, just allow yourself to receive these gifts and this medicine and this message. what they alchemize into. So there's no right or wrong answer, response, or feeling. This is not about making logical sense. It's about heartfelt connection. And how different species can find this mutual trust and medicine. And as you feel that really being absorbed by your body and your energetic field, you may feel it shifting and clearing things that no longer serve you, to make space for that. So as you feel the flow moving through your body, like the flow of the tree, maybe there's some characteristic of this being. So if it's a bird, maybe that's flight. If it's an elven being or an elemental being, it's that, that deep connection to nature, where it's there, they don't have that same separateness that we may experience as humans. If it's a little mammal, what sort of quality do they bring? So there's the flow and the wisdom of the tree. There's the quality of the being that you're connecting with, and the quality of the gift. And of you being the human part of this experience. So allowing what no longer serves you to be dissolved and released and alchemized, so that you can make more room for these qualities, this combination, this alchemy of qualities within your being. Flow, groundedness, flight, connection to nature, in whatever way you're experiencing that. Allow these qualities to merge. And then as they merge, and you get that felt sense for what has alchemized within yourself, really feel how that changes you, and maybe in subtle ways, but really feel how that changes the way you can approach things in your life. How does it feel to embody that quality? inner sense of calmness, peace. Maybe it's something more active. Maybe it's more about focus, being more dynamic or motivated. Whatever is coming up for you, just really allow yourself to embody the fire of that. So you really feel that in every cell. Igniting in every cell. Burning away all that doesn't serve you. Bringing in this new quality. And allowing yourself to relax into that. And if you feel like tension in any part of your body, just bring your breath to that part of your body and just breathe into that and allow that to expand and flow. Allowing it to release and dissolve. Okay. And feeling your back against the tree. Aware of this being still close with you. You may wish to thank them for their gifts. Thank you for coming. Thank them for their curiosity, for their wisdom, for their generosity. And again with the tree, thanking the tree for their intimacy and their willingness to share with you. Returning to your breath, feeling the flow of the tree, the movement of water through the tree, connecting with your spine so that you feel that flow within your body, within your spine, like the tree. That flow moving up and down, like your breath, in and out. Coming back to that full body breath. And gradually bringing your awareness back to your body. Almost feeling the tree falling away from you. So you're coming back into your body, back into where you're sitting or lying, back into the room where you are. Feeling the clothes against your skin. And breathing yourself back into your body all the way down to your feet. As you land back in your body, you may want to wriggle your fingers and your toes, rotate your ankles and your wrists, move your shoulders and your head. You may even want to pat your body, pat your arms and your legs, just to make sure you're fully back. Become aware of the sounds that you can hear, the temperature of the room that you're in. If you're very sensitive to light, you may wish to rub your hands together and put your hands over your eyes. And just gradually open your eyes, soft focus, so that you can stay with the experience in your body. As you start to come back into relationship with the outside world, just to maintain that experience, just very gently allowing the light to come back in through your eyes. Just taking some deep breaths. You may want to slowly sit up, have some water. Just write down the key points, experiences about the tree, connection with the tree, what type of tree it was, what time of day it was, okay, the creature that or being that came to visit you, and the exchange of gifts, what was exchanged, and that alchemy. And you may find that the alchemy or that sense of what was alchemized will come later. You may not have experienced it during the meditation, but at some point, as this continues to unfold, it will suddenly like, oh yeah, that's what that meant. That's what that was about, which is why it's a good idea to journal. But for now, just write down the key points. And just take some time to integrate the experience. Okay. And so while you do that, or if you feel you can wait, I'm going to close space. Okay. So we're thanking everything that held this space. I close the gateways to the north, and I thank the powers of the north. I thank the winds, and I thank the spirit of air. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I close the gateways. I close the gateways to the east. And I thank the spirits of the east. And I thank the power of fire. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I close the gateways to the south. And I thank the spirits of the south. And I thank the power of water. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. And I thank the spirits of the west. And I thank the power of earth. I close the gateways to the west. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. And I thank the spirits of above. I thank Father Sky, Father Sun, the star nations, Grandmother Moon. I thank you for your support, your guidance, and your protection. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. close the gateways to the above. And I close the gateways to the below. I thank Mother Earth. I thank the plants, the trees, the creatures seen and unseen. I thank the elemental kingdoms. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I close the gateways to the center. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. I thank our hearts that are all connected to the one heart. I thank you. I thank you for your love and compassion. And I thank Creator. I thank you for your balance, your stability, your peace and harmony. I thank you for coming and holding this space and keeping it sacred. We now thank our guides, all that guided us, all that supported us. We thank the trees for keeping the space grounded and protected. We release everything and we unseal the space. Space is now closed. So thank you for coming and taking part in this shamanic journey, in this guided meditation. As I say, notes are always really helpful to allow this to unfold. You can always revisit a journey, and when you revisit a journey, if you go back with an intention to explore maybe an aspect of it more, you'll find more richness and deeper layers will unfold, and more wisdom will come to you through that. And I would also, with the tree you connected with, you might want to find a tree like that near where you live. And if it's not the type of tree that's near where you live, maybe find a picture of the tree, and the same with the being that came and the different gifts. Find things that represent those qualities that you can have in the physical around you that will really support you with anchoring in and embodying this new energy, this new quality that is coming through to support you through these times. Sending you much love from my heart to yours.